How's it going, guys? My name is TJP, and welcome back to another NBA 2K23 MyNBA video. So we're doing a career sim again. However, it's going to be a little bit different than how we've usually done it in the past. So, Manny gave me this idea of put LeBron James in the Michael Jordan draft class and simulate his career and see how it turns out. We could do that. But we're going to be doing a debate or a challenge. I'm not going to be doing any divine intervention or anything like that, but we're going to be comparing the careers of LeBron and Michael Jordan. We're going to see how both of them do at the same time. So we're going to follow each of them, and we're going to see who ends up having the better career between the two. That's going to be fun. That's going to be some fun stuff. So if you guys are excited, leave a like and subscribe. Comment on some videos, socials, playlist, second channel, main channel, down in the description if you like the content of TGP. And yeah, thanks again, Manny, for the idea. I'm taking it to another level with it, so hopefully you're okay with that. I think you will be, and I think all of you guys watching will be as well. Let's get on the gameplay. All right, so here we go. For starters, we're going to see who's going to get the number one overall pick. It seems like Rockets, Bulls, Clippers have a chance. We're not going to watch the entire draft lottery. It's going to be the Rockets and Bulls. Okay. Rockets, Bulls, Clippers. So pretty interesting stuff there. Curious to see what's going to end up happening with this pick. Because also Hakeem's in this draft class, by the way, too. You can't forget about that. I mean, it's insane stuff. I'm excited. Let's go to the draft and see where Michael Jordan and LeBron James end up getting drafted to. All right, so here we are at the draft, 1984 draft. Houston Rockets first pick. They're going to select LeBron James. So LeBron James goes number one overall in a draft class with Michael Jordan and Hakeem Olajuwon, the 1984 draft class. So he goes number one. The second pick will be the Bulls, and they take Michael Jordan. So Michael Jordan still ends up on the Bulls in this scenario. Isn't that funny? LeBron ends up in Houston, and yeah, Hakeem's going to L.A. So there you go. Cool stuff there. We'll simulate the rest of the draft because it doesn't really matter. Otis Thorpe got picked. John Stockton's going to the Pacers. So interesting stuff there. All right, so we're going to be kind of paying attention to the Rockets and the Bulls. Those are our two teams that we're going to be kind of watching out for now. Those are the two teams that have LeBron and Michael Jordan, so we'll simulate first season and see which one of them will be the Rookie of the Year, or maybe none of them will be the Rookie of the Year. We'll find out. In case you guys are curious, I mean, right now, the Bulls don't really have anybody. The Rockets, do they have anybody? Yeah, no, not really. I mean, they got a young team, so, but yeah, they're missing a lot of players. So yeah, I guess we'll see what ends up happening with the squads and who's going to be better to start off. I guess we're going to find out. Alright guys, so Larry Bird's MVP. LeBron was the Rookie of the Year over Michael Jordan. You guys can see he put up some insane stats, almost 29 points a game. So he had a great rookie season. He might have actually been an All-NBA performer. Maybe both of them were, who knows. And actually, yeah, they both were on All-NBA first team. Michael Jordan put up 30 points a game. Okay. Over 2 steals, over a block a game. But LeBron, I guess, just a little more overall. Like, overall-wise, a little bit better than Michael. But, wow. Yeah, LeBron James shot 50% from 3. How many threes did he take? 34. Okay, not that many, but still he took some threes. Looks like Michael Jordan didn't take any. And Michael Jordan, all-defensive first team. LeBron, not on an all-defensive team. So, he's got that little edge over him. Defensively, but, you know, LeBron's going to get that Rookie of the Year. And let's see. Houston, 8 seed. Chicago, 6 seed. So they're both in the postseason playing playoff basketball. I imagine Houston's going to lose to L.A. I mean, Chicago could beat Milwaukee. But yeah, L.A. I just don't think is going to lose yet. I mean, it's just too much of an overpowered team. It's just LeBron. I mean, Ralph Sampson's on the squad, but not quite enough, I don't think. And then, of course, Michael Jordan. I mean, I guess they could lose to the Bucks, but I think that maybe there's a chance that they're just a little bit less talented, the Bucks. So, but really, it's just Michael Jordan on that team. So, wouldn't be surprising if, well, never mind. Look at that. So, Houston gets swept. Bulls did beat the Bucks in 4, and the Bulls lost in 6 to the 2-seeded Pistons. So, let's take a look at the playoff stats for both players. So LeBron in 3 games he played. The numbers definitely dipped in the playoffs. So a little bit of a dip there for him. Then in terms of the Bulls, Michael Jordan, well, his numbers went up in the playoffs. So the scoring went through the roof. So, I mean, interesting start so far to both of their careers. Let's see who wins this finals here. It's going to be the Lakers, Magic Johnson Finals MVP. LeBron James, not all defensive first team last year, but this year definitely as he won the Defensive Player of the Year. Offensively also put up great numbers, but yeah, defensively bread and butter, winning the Defensive Player of the Year. So that is huge to see from him. Both of them are all-NBA first team. Michael Jordan also could probably make an all-defensive first team, I would assume. And yeah, over 30 points again for the man, the myth, the legend. And yep, both of them on all-defensive first team, so that's cool to see. And Houston's in the 7th seed in the playoffs, and Chicago's the 6th seed. So there you go. Both of them are in the playoffs once again. And both of them kind of similar-ish teams from, season before. I actually think talent-wise, the Houston Rockets might be better. But let's see what ends up happening here. And both of them losing the first round. Cleveland swept Chicago and took 5 games for the Rockets to lose. LeBron James, a really good postseason this time around. Was excellent for the most part. And then how did the man, the myth, the legend, Michael Jordan do? He was pretty solid as well. A little too many fouls, but he 4 for 4 steals a game, so that's pretty cool to see. But yeah, he got a little bit of foul trouble, 4.3 fouls. But other than that, I mean, they did their best that they could do. And it's going to be a Lakers-Celtics. Lakers once again win the finals, and Magic Johnson, another finals MVP. Well, this time around, Michael Jordan and LeBron James didn't get any other awards besides winning, getting all-NBA first team. I mean, Michael Jordan put up some insane scoring numbers. He shot insane from 3, but he didn't take that many high volume threes. But 35.5 points in his 3rd season is pretty insane. LeBron James, all around good stats again, and extremely efficient. Over 60% from the field, 46 from 3. And he's definitely shooting a higher volume, 89 threes for him. So he's looking good. How many points does he have throughout his career? He's got 6,500. So he's looking good so far. Of course, they both made all-defensive first team as well, so that's cool to see. And both of them are in the playoffs. This time, the Rockets are a 2 seed, and the Bulls are once again a 6 seed, but 3rd straight season in a row. We'll end up seeing what happens here. Simulate the round. And LeBron gets out of the first round. The Bulls do not. They lose in 4. So we got LeBron versus the Lakers. It's going to be a tough matchup here, but the Lakers are getting a little older. They don't have Magic Johnson on the team unless he's hurt, which he probably is. And the Rockets, they lost in 7 to the Lakers. That's tough to see. And, is he on the team? Yeah, he's not even on the team. Magic's not on the team. So the fact that we lost them kind of sucks, but took 7 games. So almost a conference finals berth for Mr. LeBron James. And if we look at the playoff stats, let's take a look at those once again really quickly. LeBron in the playoffs was pretty dominant. 3-point efficiency wasn't that great, but yeah, he was still pretty good other than that. And Michael Jordan, you, my friend, were, putting up insane scoring numbers, but you did have 5 turnovers a game. So a little too high on that part. But other than that, put up an amazing playoff run. Unfortunately, just not enough. And once again, we've got the Hawks winning. Karl Malone, Finals MVP. Good for Karl, I guess. I don't really know. The video's not about you, my guy. James is the first one to win an MVP as well. So LeBron with an MVP. The scoring, not that high though, but he won an MVP regardless of his scoring. So all-around numbers looked good. So that's insane to see from him, and obviously he'd be all-NBA first team. What was Michael Jordan, though? And he put up 33.7 points. This dude's a scoring machine. He's had over 10,000 points already in his career, and that's pretty insane to see from him. And LeBron is also not quite at that 10,000 mark, but he's looked great throughout his career as well, too. So they're both looking great so far. Both defensive first team. Probably been All-Stars as well. We can kind of take a look at that. Have they been 4-time All-Stars? Michael Jordan's been, and so is LeBron. I think so far, right now, LeBron is edging Jordan, but it could change. It could totally change. Chicago, a 4 seed. Houston, a 2 seed. Simulate the round and see what happens. And the Bulls get swept, and the Rockets win in 4. So they're on to the second round. They got to take on the 3-seeded Phoenix Suns team here. And I honestly think they could beat them. But we'll see. Simulate the round, and I lied. They got swept. So that stinks for them. That's a little bit disappointing of a performance there. I do think in the playoffs, Michael Jordan has been better, I think, than LeBron statistically. Is LeBron's numbers not bad in the playoffs? Pretty solid stuff. And then, in terms of the Bulls, we take a look at Michael Jordan. I mean, he's didn't really carry as well as he did this year. Yeah, his turnovers were absolutely crazy. 6 a game is a lot. So, you get a little bit of help. But we'll see what ends up happening there. I think both of them are going to be free agents, and we'll see if they re-sign. Blazers win the finals. Clyde, finals MVP. All right, so Michael Jordan ended up re-signing with the Bulls on a 5-year contract, so that's cool to see from him. And LeBron, is he still on the Rockets? He is. He signed a 5-year contract as well. So, should be interesting stuff. I'm excited to see what ends up happening these next few seasons with LeBron and MJ. Let's keep going. Another MVP for LeBron and a Defensive Player of the Year. So that's interesting stuff there. Of course, Michael Jordan's still making all NBA first team, though. And, his scoring is impeccable through 5 seasons. He's not taking a lot of threes, but when he does, he makes them. So, he's had over almost 30. He's over 13,000 points. He's looking good throughout his career. LeBron's obviously looking amazing, showing out his all-around talent. The question is, which one of these guys is going to win a championship first? That is what I'm curious to see. Bulls 4 seed, Rockets 2 seed. Bulls take on the Knicks. Rockets take it on the Nuggets. Can the Bulls get out of the first round against the Knicks? They can't, but the Rockets swept the Nuggets. So Bulls once again losing in 4. How did Michael do on his lonesome? Again, put up great numbers. 30. That's this time, definitely better. 39, 6.5 rebounds, 7.5 assists. He's trying his best, but he definitely needs a little bit more talent around him, I would think. So, he doesn't really have a co-star. At least LeBron has Ralph Sampson, which is another guy. Ralph is 28. He's decent. He's probably a good number 2. Of course, LeBron is your number 1. They have a little bit more talent around him. So, but LeBron never made a conference finals, and that'll stay true. So honestly, through 5 seasons, neither of them have a championship yet. Even get to the conference finals. So once again, LeBron, put up good numbers again in the postseason. His numbers went up for his regular season for the most part. So, looked pretty solid, what I could see. But unfortunately, just not good enough to win a championship just yet. Maybe next year will be the year somebody does. We get the Clippers, Hawks. Hawks win the finals, and Karl Malone, another finals MVP. Good for him. He's for LeBron, and his scoring career high, he eclipsed the 30 mark. So good for him. And also got the Defensive Player of the Year. So LeBron James looking good, but Michael Jordan not too far behind. He averaged 36.5 points. So he put up really good numbers too. So both of them on All-NBA teams. I guess Magic went to the Magic. That's kind of funny. Magic went to the Magic. And Larry Bird's on the Sixers. That's a weird sign, isn't it? But both of them All-NBA first team and All-Defensive first team. No surprises there. Houston 1 seed. Bulls 4 seed. The Bulls, Horace Grant started to become a secondary guy, but not quite. The scoring's not really there. Michael Jordan is a 96 overall. Then we got LeBron James, and he's a 97. First round, and Bulls cannot get out, but the Rockets do. So Bulls losing 4. Once again, Michael Jordan having a hard time in the playoffs getting out of the first round. Individually speaking, though, he's still pretty good, but the team not quite as good around him. So I don't know what's going to be happening there. LeBron trying to get to his first conference finals. Got the Mavericks. Can he do it? They get swept. That's not good. That's not good. That's not content game. How did they lose to the Mavericks? Mark Aguirre went off? No. I don't get it. Did LeBron get hurt? No. I don't get it. That's super strange. Okay. I mean, neither guy has gotten to a conference finals yet in 6 seasons. And once again, the Hawks and Karl Malone is becoming like a GOAT, which is kind of funny. He's 3-time champion in a row. I'm pretty sure that he won 3 straight finals and 3 straight finals MVPs. Or not 3 straight. But dang, okay. He's putting up some he's putting an argument up there. Mr. Karl Malone, look at you, buddy. Another MVP for LeBron. He's running away. I mean, Defensive Player of the Year also. I mean, they both could be All-NBA first team, of course. Yeah. I mean, Michael Jordan is just a scoring machine. I mean, he's already almost at 20,000 points, and he's not even in his age 20. He'll get 20,000 points next season, for sure, as long as he doesn't get hurt. Pretty much guaranteed to get it. Of course, LeBron James, all-around game, 27, 8, and 7 so far throughout his career. So, I mean, it's showing. It's showing. So, yeah, both of them all defensive first team as well. I mean, Rockets are a 1 seed. Bulls did not make the playoffs. Did Michael Jordan get traded, or am I stupid? Wait, let me just double check. Am I seeing that right? Michael Jordan. No, yeah, he didn't get traded. Horace Grant got hurt. Wow. I guess they have Sabonis. That's kind of cool. But he's not quite as good as you want him to be. So, wow, the Bulls couldn't even make the playoffs. So, LeBron has a chance here to really eclipse MJ in this video, and he almost blew a 2-0 lead, but he got through it. Magic are in the Western Conference, some reason. I'm not going to question it. The Rockets are finally in the conference finals to take on the 2-seeded Clippers. Quite frankly, I mean, Hakeem Olajuwon and Terry Cummins is a pretty solid dynamic duo. I could see them losing, but they don't. Sweep, and they're in the finals. LeBron James' first finals appearance, and they're taking on the New Jersey Nets, who, I mean, good for them on being here, but they really shouldn't be winning this. Game 1, Rockets win by 51 points. Rockets win Game 2. Rockets win Game 3, and it is LeBron James capturing the first title between him and MJ. And LeBron James, of course, is going to get that Finals MVP. Nice. Very good. Good for him. And again, LeBron James, another MVP and another Defensive Player of the Year to add to his resume. I mean, LeBron is looking like he's definitely having the better career so far. I mean, it's not to say that MJ hasn't had a good career. I mean, he's obviously been another All-NBA first team. He did get pulled bicep, though, which I don't know if he played through. And it looks like he probably did. But, yeah, I mean, he did clips over 20,000 points. Granted, he's also a couple years older than LeBron. So, LeBron a couple years younger than him. So, I mean, LeBron might play a little bit more seasons, but we'll see. Winston Garland, Darius Garland's dad. And, yeah, All-NBA, all defensive first team, both of them are on there, too. So, Bulls 8 seed, and the Rockets a 1 seed. So, yeah, Michael Jordan, once again, will lose in 5 in the first round. The Rockets get by in a sweep. So, it's not looking great for Jordan so far. I mean, he's putting up good numbers, but there's just not enough talent around him. So, if I was him, I might entertain leaving once his contract is over, which I don't know. It might be this season or next season. I'll have to double check, because also LeBron James will be expiring as well. Let's see if LeBron can get out of the second round. He does, and he's back in the conference finals taking on the 2-seeded Mavericks. And let's see if he can get to his second straight finals. He will, and they're taking on the Cavs. Darius Garland's dad. Honestly, the Cavs team, looking at them on paper, not very good. I would think the Rockets are going to win this. Game 1, they do. Game 2, they don't. Game 3, they don't. Game 4, they're down 3-1. Got to be an injury. No. LeBron choking in the playoffs? Choking in the finals? 3-1 lead? Yeah. Cavs win somehow. Winston Garland, Finals MVP. No comment. But yeah, that's a little bit disappointing. I mean, if you're LeBron, You're now 1-1 in the finals. But I mean, if you look at an MJ, I don't think he's been. Has he been out of the second? I think he's been out of the first round once. That's about it so far. So, we'll see what ends up happening here. I mean, if you guys are rooting for anybody, let me know in the comments below. I'm not really rooting for anybody. I'm just curious. I just want to see competitive careers. But so far, I think LeBron has the clear edge. Another MVP for LeBron. I mean, what is that, 5 in a row? Yeah, 6 in a row, actually. He's got 6 MVPs. And you didn't win the Defensive Player of the Year, though, looks like. That went to Hakeem. Okay, so that's interesting. Michael Jordan, once again, All-NBA first team. I mean, he's been All-Star 9 times, first team All-NBA 9 times, first team All-Defense 9 times, and first team All-Rookie. LeBron, also, he was only first team All-Defense. I guess one year he wasn't first team All-Defense, or second. I think he was one year he didn't make a defensive team at all. Michael Jordan did. But other than that, no other advantages for Michael. I mean, I guess he probably has some scoring titles. If you want to throw him that. I mean, this time the scoring went down a little bit, but still put up great numbers. And, I mean, for his career, he's almost at 25,000. He's going to get to 25,000 points next season, for sure. He did miss some games this year, so that's part of the reason probably why he wasn't even closer. LeBron, though, he's probably at 20,000 points, I would assume, for his career. Close to it. Not quite there yet. Houston once again a number 1 seed. Bulls are a 5th seed this year. Can both of them get out of the first round? The Bulls don't. Oh, another first round exit from Michael Jordan. Oh boy, Michael. What is happening? I mean, he was even better than he was in the regular season. He had a full 4 turnovers in the regular season. I mean, but this year 3, or at least in the past 3, so it was a little bit better there. But yeah, the team around him is not good enough. I mean, the Rockets with a sweep. Let's see if they can beat the Mavericks. They do in 5, trying to get back to the finals for their 3rd straight season, which they will, and they're taking on the Hawks, who obviously have a good team. Karl Malone lives in the finals, but let's see. Game 1, Rockets win. Game 2, Rockets win. Game 3, it's going to be a sweep. No, it's not, but they win in 5. LeBron, his 2nd championship and his 2nd finals MVP. Both of them are going to be free agents. Let's see if they decide to stay with their respective teams. Okay, so this is interesting. Michael Jordan and Chris Mullin are on the Rockets now. Very interesting. LeBron, you're going to laugh at this one, he is not signed to a team. How is that possible? I don't understand that. Nobody signed LeBron. I assume someone's going to sign him. It'd be shocking if he doesn't get signed. But, okay. I guess he's not on the Rockets anymore. I know that. We'll see if anyone picks him up before the season starts. But that doesn't make any sense. I guess maybe he was asking for too much money. Who knows? But Michael Jordan is on the Rockets. That's kind of funny. And Chris Mullin. And Ralph Sampson's still here, too. So definitely more talent, I would say. Interesting. So LeBron ended up getting signed by the Miami Heat. Probably on a 1-year deal. Won the MVP. Which is pretty funny. I don't know how many games he ended up playing. Kind of curious to see how many it ended up being. Oh, he played all 82. Okay, so he ended up getting signed probably to a 1-year contract. And am I right? I am not sure because it won't show me his contract. That's weird. Okay. And did he win Defensive Player of the Year? He did not. Hakeem did. But yeah, both of them on All-NBA first team. Michael Jordan's scoring went down by a lot, but still, you know, maybe he's taking a little bit of a break and maybe letting some of his teammates do some of the work, perhaps. But yeah, Miami's a number 1 seed. So are the Rockets. So that's kind of interesting to see. And wow, this is a stacked team. Oh my gosh. Tim Hardaway, Isaiah Thomas, and LeBron James. That is a stacked team. I would love to see both of them meet, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Simulate the round. Houston. And, well, Michael Jordan's finally out of the first round, and the Heat got beat by the 8-seeded Knicks. Wow, okay, that's kind of funny. How did LeBron do? He was, well, the scoring went way down. I don't know what happened to LeBron. The minutes also way down, too. Really interesting stuff there. Rockets in the second round, and they lose in 6. So Michael Jordan can't get to a conference finals. I mean, the scoring went, a little bit better in the playoffs than he did in his regular season, but still not quite there. Still not quite good enough. Okay. Let's go on to another season. Suns win the finals. Billy Owens, finals MVP, an 80 overall. That's crazy. Well, LeBron, I assume he's going to sign with another team. I would assume. Hopefully somebody gets a contract that's a multi-year deal. Well, he signed with Philly to play with Shaq. So Shaq's on this team. So LeBron and Shaq on the same team. And this isn't an old Shaq. This is a young Shaq. It's a 22-year-old Shaq. So that's scary. He went to a really good team. So the Rockets, they still have a good team. Jordan, Mullen. Sampson's kind of declining a little bit. So we'll see what ends up happening there with him. But let's keep it going. And LeBron wins an MVP in a different jersey. 29, 8, and 8. Again, another jersey. So also gets Defensive Player of the Year to add to his stash of those. Michael Jordan, another All-NBA first-team appearance. Scoring numbers have dipped, though, a little bit. But, he's still putting up great numbers. And obviously LeBron winning an MVP. Doing his thing out there as well. Both of them probably got All-Defense first team. They sure did. And both of them are number 1 seeds. Houston and Philly. Simulate the round. Will both of them escape the first round? They do. So, Philly's right here. Houston's right here. Second round. Can they go to the conference finals? And Houston is in the conference finals. And so is Philly. And Michael Jordan's finally in the conference finals. How about that? To take on the 2-seeded Seattle Supersonics. We've got Mourning, Dumars. Nice little dynamic duo there. Of course, the 3-seeded Pacers. Brad Daugherty's the best player on that team. Looks like for now. So simulate the rounds. And the Rockets win in 5. And the Sixers win in 6. And here is our content right here. LeBron James versus Michael Jordan in the NBA Finals. This is what we wanted to see, ladies and gentlemen. Now, of course, I think it's going to be a tough matchup. Also, too, I don't see Chris Mullen, and he's hurt. So that's going to be a challenge for the Rockets. Game 1, the Sixers win by 4. Game 2, the Rockets win by 9. In Game 3, the Rockets win by 11. Philly wins Game 4. Rockets win Game 5. Can Michael Jordan win here in 6? No, we're going to a Game 7. We got to simcast. We got to simcast this one. Simulate game. Let's do it. See who's going to win here. Quarter 1 goes to the Rockets. Quarter 2 is going to go to the Rockets. It's a close one. Fourth quarter. And with 8 seconds left, the Rockets are going to win in 7. Michael Jordan wins his first finals against LeBron, no less, on his former team. Now, LeBron's winning more finals, has more finals MVPs, and more championships. But Michael Jordan so far 1 for 1 in the finals. Took him a long time to get there. He had to switch teams to do it. But, yeah, he went to LeBron's old stomping grounds. And it's not to say that LeBron didn't play well in the playoffs. He was very good in the playoffs, but, yeah, couldn't get that championship with that stacked team. Him and Shaq. Okay. We got some content here. All right, let's keep going. James, another MVP, and another Defensive Player of the Year. I think this alone puts him ahead of Michael Jordan right now. But you never know. We'll see. Michael Jordan not an All-NBA first team for the first time. LeBron James is, though. Michael Jordan on All-NBA second team. And yeah, the numbers have dipped for him. He's 22.2 points. So that's a little bit concerning. He did play all 82 games, though. So it's not like it's because he didn't play. He just, I guess, less volume of shots. But he's almost at 30,000 points, so he'll probably get that. LeBron, interesting, still scoring at a high level. Actually, probably higher than usual. And he's getting there, too. Both of them on all defensive first team still, so that's cool to see. And both of them are in the playoffs. Both 2 seeds. Rockets playing Golden State. Philly playing Washington. And the Sixers got swept, and the Rockets 1-4. How did the Sixers get swept? That's a little bit disappointing, I would say. I mean, LeBron put up good numbers, but you can't get swept. Shaq, yeah, I don't know how that happens. When you have LeBron and Shaq on the same team, you get swept. That's a little bit underperforming. But the Rockets are still here, taking on the Jazz. Can they get out of the second round? They will in 6, take on the number 1 seeded Suns. Can they get back to the finals? They get swept. Okay, so they will not get back to the finals. Michael Jordan in the playoffs. I mean, his scoring, I don't know what's going on with his scoring, but a little bit weird. But all right, I mean, still got deeper than LeBron on it. I mean, good for him, I guess. Suns win the finals. Billy Owens, man, finals MVP somehow, some way. For some reason, Michael Jordan decided I'm going to go to the Timberwolves on a 4-year deal, so I guess that... don't understand that, but okay. I mean, he got his championships, and now he wants to go, I guess, pad his numbers a little bit more? I don't know. But, yeah, I mean, the Sixers, LeBron's still here on another 2-year deal, so we'll see what ends up happening with him. But, yeah, I guess the Timberwolves. Good for Mike. He goes to LeBron James. Not another Defensive Player of the Year, but another MVP. And Michael Jordan, only on All-NBA second team. Scoring did go up a little bit from last year. His numbers went down to 26 this year, so he's kind of back in the scoring. 60, 40, 90. That's got to be something. I mean, that's pretty impressive. I mean, he's 60, 50, 80. 60, 40, 90. I mean, he probably didn't have that high of volume of threes. He only 9 out of 22, but that's still pretty impressive, I'd say. It's the fact that he got to that point. Both of them on an all-defensive team, I would assume. Yep, Michael Jordan and LeBron. Both of them in the playoffs. Minnesota's 2 seed. Sixers are a 2 seed. So, Minnesota, Michael Jordan, and LeBron and Shaq, I think, are still on the same team. And they are. So, we'll see what ends up happening here, assuming the round. And the Timberwolves advance, and so do the Sixers. 6-seeded San Antonio Spurs swept the Rockets. And, well, MJ losing the second round. And so did the Sixers. Okay. Got the Pacers Jazz finals. Pacers in the finals. Jason Kidd finals MVP. How did Michael Jordan do in the playoffs? Well, looks like he got hurt, and that's why they lost. Yeah, the numbers dipped. The numbers definitely dipped a bit in the playoffs. So I don't know what he got hurt with. Is there a way I can see? I don't know. It will not show me. So I'll have to look somewhere else to see. It doesn't look like it was too bad of an injury, though, whatever it happened to have been. LeBron James, pretty solid in the playoffs. A little bit down, but not actually, it's close enough. But let's see. Take a look here. What did he have? What did Michael Jordan have? He had an injury. Shaq also played with a sore left knee. Timberwolves, Michael Jordan. He seemed okay. Not quite sure exactly what happened, but he did miss 6 games, so at least on the regular season. Just keep stacking up MVPs, and Nuggets another Defensive Player of the Year as well. Michael Jordan not back on All-NBA first team, though. That's kind of cool to see. And he had a 50, 40, 90 season, another one, so that's cool. LeBron James, yet to be a 50, 40, 90 player, I will say that, but still, I mean, he wins MVPs and Defensive Players, I think it's nothing, so, I mean, it's hard to compare. He's had over 30,000 points as well. How would LeBron? What's Michael Jordan at? Probably at over 30,000, right? Yep, he's at 33,000. So, curious to see what's going to happen there because LeBron is a couple years younger. So it wouldn't be surprising if LeBron does catch and eventually pass MJ. Speaking of MJ, they're the number 1 seed. Sixers number 2 seed. Similar at the round, and the Timberwolves winning 5. Sixers losing 5. Again, a little bit of a disappointment. LeBron in the playoffs, numbers dipped. So that's unfortunate. Him and Shaq not quite clicking, but Timberwolves escaped in 5, and they are back in the conference finals, take on the 2-seeded Warriors. Let's see if Michael Jordan can get back to the finals against the Penny Hardaway-led Golden State Warriors, and they win in 5. And they're taking on the Magic, who... do they still have Magic Johnson? I don't think so. I know he'd retired. Chris Mullin and Cliff Robinson and Lamar Hayward and I don't even know. Let's see if Michael Jordan can lead his team to a championship. Game 1 is a Magic win by 5. Game 2 is a Magic win by 17. And the Wolves are going to get swept. Oh, no, they don't. They win Game 4 at least. But they lose in 5. So Michael Jordan gets to his second finals and is now 1-1. And loses to his old pal, Chris Mullin, who gets finals MVP. Not quite expecting that one, but all right. It would have been huge for Michael Jordan to win a second championship and his second finals MVP, but unfortunately he didn't. So it's looking tough for him right now. Well, LeBron went to the Knicks. He's going to be playing with Michael Williams, Cole Anderson. Okay, interesting stuff there. So yeah, Michael, oh, Candy, look at that. He's here too. Yeah, LeBron James on the Knicks. Michael Jordan's still on the Timberwolves, at least for another 2 years. So we'll see what's happening there. Let's keep it up. Keep it going. Well, LeBron won a Defensive Player of the Year. Didn't win an MVP, but he won a Defensive Player of the Year, and he put up insane scoring numbers. So, yeah, LeBron's still dueling, and he's an All-NBA first-team performer. Michael Jordan, All-NBA second team, 24.4 points, and, I mean, I could see him retiring soon. He's at over 35,000. That's kind of neat. LeBron is at, what is he at scoring-wise? He's at almost 33,000, so they're there. Obviously, LeBron, all-defensive first team. I would assume Michael Jordan probably all-defensive first or second team. Didn't make the playoffs, though. But the Knicks made it as an 8 seed. So LeBron carrying his team to an 8 seed. That's another thing. LeBron, I don't think he's ever missed the playoffs, but he's about to get swept here, and he does. So that doesn't really surprise me. Yeah, you're going to get swept by that team easily. LeBron in the playoffs, I mean, solid for the most part, but the efficiency went down a bit, and the turnovers were a little high, but, you know, not much on that team. Curious to see the league history. Just want to see the records so far. If we look at career points, Michael Jordan right now is the #1 all-time leading scorer. Right now, he is. So, obviously, he has a bunch of scoring titles, I'd say. Probably more than LeBron. I don't know if LeBron would even have any. But just to let you guys know that's right now, Michael Jordan is #1 all-time scorer. LeBron's going to maybe pass him. I don't know. It depends. But we'll keep simulating and see what ends up happening. Celtics win the finals. David Robinson finals MVP. Up now, Defensive Player of the Year. He can't win the MVP anymore, but he's still winning Defensive Player of the Year. That's pretty crazy to see. So still going to all be a first team as well. Michael Jordan is not on an All-NBA team anymore, and he's not on a defensive team anymore as well. He has regressed and didn't make the playoffs again. Knicks is a 6-seeder in the playoffs against the 3-seeded Detroit Pistons. Don't think LeBron... Yeah, LeBron's never missed the playoffs in his career. So that's pretty insane. Of course, they're going to get swept, though, in the playoffs. That's kind of to be expected. I mean, I guess. Also, the Grizzlies are in the Eastern Conference. Makes a lot of sense. I mean, they're still doing pretty good in the playoffs. But, yeah, Michael Jordan... Actually, no, they're not in the Eastern Conference. I'm sorry, I was looking at the wrong team. But, yeah, Michael Jordan might end up retiring soon. I don't know when, but it's looking like it will be soon. Sixers win the finals. Shaq, finals MVP. Michael's staying loyal to the Timberwolves. He signed a 3-year deal to stay with the team. So he looks like he's going to end up retiring with that team. I don't know if he's going to play that contract out. We shall see. But I assume he's going to end up retiring with the Timberwolves. I mean, the numbers are, you can see, have dipped below 20 points a game. So the best years are behind him. Maybe he can get to 40K points. That'd be kind of cool. But looks like the man, the myth, the legend, LeBron James, who's still the best player in the league, or third best player in the league, tied for the third best, whatever you want to call it. Looks like he's probably going to end up playing a couple more seasons as well, and he's going to eventually pass Jordan in the all-time scoring list, and he also he's going to get that 10,000 assist mark as well, too, so pretty insane stuff. And LeBron just keeps winning Defensive Player of the Year. It's insane, and he's still on NBA first team as well. It's age 35 season. He's got 1 year left on the Knicks. We'll see if he decides to stay or go to a different team. Obviously, we're not going to see Michael Jordan on any of these teams anymore, and they're not even going to be in the playoffs. Knicks are in the playoffs as a 6 seed. I can imagine they're going to lose to Toronto, but you never know. They have Kobe. That's kind of cool. And the Knicks losing 5. At least they gave it made it a little bit competitive. LeBron, 28.6 points, 8.8 rebounds. I mean, solid in the playoffs, but the efficiency went down for sure. Let's see what ends up happening here in terms of, Michael Jordan. Will he retire? Will he not? I would assume he's probably going to be close to that. Tim Duncan wins a Finals MVP in the Finals on the Grizzlies to beat the Celtics in 7. Does Michael Jordan retire? He does not. But he had John Stockton on his team. That's kind of funny. John Stockton's still in the league. Or no, he's gone. Hakeem retires as well. But Michael Jordan's sticking it around. Of course, LeBron's going to be sticking around. I'm not surprised that he is. He still has like another couple seasons left in him for sure, of even being elite. And LeBron is coming home. He's coming home. Tell the world he's coming home, and he's playing with Allen Iverson. You know what? That's interesting. Allen Iverson, a 2-year deal. So they're both like, okay, we'll try it out. A dynamic duo for the ages. LeBron trying to get another championship, it looks like. Michael Jordan is down to a 79 overall, so he's only put up 14 points a game. 50, 40, 90 is pretty cool, but again, it's not really on the highest of efficiency. And he's probably not going to get to 40,000 points unless he has like a resurgence year or plays 2 more seasons. So we'll see what ends up happening with there. But LeBron in Cleveland, that's kind of funny. He ends up there anyway. All right, well, first season of neither of them making an All-NBA first team or any All-NBA teams, both of them. LeBron made All-Defensive second team, but oh my goodness, the numbers went down. Almost 20 points a game. Wow, his minutes went way down. He played 81 games, but okay, that's interesting. That's an interesting development right there. LeBron's almost at 40,000 points. He might actually be the all-time leading scorer now, is he? It's close. I have to check that out. But Sixers are in the playoffs, 3 seed. Timberwolves obviously aren't. Simulate the round, see what ends up happening. The Sixers advance to the second round, taking on the Celtics, the 2 seed. And can they get by them? Oh, my bad. He's on Cleveland, not the Celtics. Sixers, I'm sorry. Well, they swept the Raptors, and then they lost in 7 to the Nets. My bad. I thought he was on the Sixers. I forgot. He was on the Sixers at one point, but no. He's actually on the Cavaliers. I forgot about that. But his playoff numbers, he went up in the playoffs. The minutes went up a little bit, but yeah, I got to check it to see if he surpassed MJ. 39,069 points. Nice. But yeah, unfortunately, they lost in the playoffs. Nuggets win the finals. Antonio McDyess, finals MVP. Let's see. Michael Jordan retired. So that's something. How much points did he retire with? 38,857. LeBron passed him. LeBron passed MJ in scoring all time. He only played 59 games. Michael Jordan's going to be a Hall of Famer. No doubt about that. 28 points for his career, just about. 16-time All-Star. That's excellent. Champ, Finals MVP. Beat LeBron in the Finals. That's pretty cool. He probably had a bunch of scoring titles. He was a 12-time All-NBA first team. 3 times on the second team. 15-time All-Defense rookie team as well. Great career. LeBron's still going, so we'll keep simulating. But I think it's pretty clear who the winner here is in terms of career, and it's LeBron. We could keep going, which we will, because I want to see where LeBron will end up finishing up in a bunch of different categories. But as you can see, LeBron is clearly number 1 scorer now of all time, ahead of Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan still has the most field goals made, but I think LeBron's going to end up passing him. LeBron right now is 4th. MJ in 3-pointers, he's probably not going to be on this list. Actually, maybe he will be on this list. Right? No? Maybe not. No, Michael Jordan's not on this list. I lied. I don't see him. Yeah, no, he's not on this list. Okay. Free throws, 2nd all-time. Rebounds, he was at like 8-something thousand, I think, or 6-something thousand. He might be on here. I don't see him, so I don't think he's on here. Assists he'll be on here. He had like 8,000 assists, I believe. So Michael Jordan, 16th all-time in assists, but LeBron is number 4 all-time. So block shots, LeBron's 5th. Michael Jordan is 34th right now. Steals, it's LeBron over Michael Jordan. Minutes, LeBron over... He's going to be the number 1 over everybody. Turnovers, Michael Jordan is the most, but LeBron's probably going to pass him in that. But yeah, I mean, clearly right now it's LeBron James, so I guess we'll just pay attention wherever team LeBron's on now going forward. The Cavs made the playoffs again. LeBron, all defensive first team. He's still there, 19.8 points. So he is now, I mean, the only player in NBA history with over 40,000 points and 10,000 assists. I mean, that's pretty insane. I mean, you already saw where he led on every single statistical category. I mean, we'll show you again once he retires, but 69 games played, so a little bit less. But he still has a chance to add to his resume here, as Cleveland was a number 2 seed, take it on the Hawks, and they win in 5. It's now a best of 7 series in the first round. Second round, Pistons, and they get swept, absolutely destroyed, and LeBron was hurt. Looked like he got injured, but okay. Yeah, he did get hurt. He got hurt in the first round. He didn't play at all. So we'll see what ends up happening here. Sixers lose to the Nuggets. Gilbert Arenas Finals MVP. LeBron James is not retiring, so he'll be playing more seasons. I guess at this point, if he gets to a conference finals, I'll show you guys if he has a chance to win the finals. Otherwise, I'm just going to simulate the rest of this video, and then we'll look again at him once he retires. If he doesn't, make a deep playoff run to the conference finals. Low down here, he is back on the Knicks with Young Yao Ming, which is kind of cool. And by the way, LeBron James, the rookie LeBron James, should also be somewhere here in this game. There you go. He's on the Magic. So, with Chris Bosh. That's interesting. Okay, so LeBron and Bosh on the Magic. But this is young LeBron. This doesn't count. But I just want to let you guys know. So now, LeBron from 1984 is playing with actual current-day LeBron for at least a season or 2. So that's pretty insane. Not only played one more season. I will say this. LeBron ended up getting to the second round, played against his rookie self, and beat his rookie self in 5 to then only lose and get swept. But retires after 20 seasons. And, yeah, I mean, if we're comparing LeBron versus MJ in this draft class, it's no contest. LeBron beat him. We'll take a look at the final stats one more time. Of course, I mean, he's probably going to... He actually made All-NBA third team in his final year, which is kind of crazy. So, yeah, clearly a Hall of Famer. I mean, we'll look at the final stats here. Number 25. It's kind of funny. Yeah, he was... see the stats there. Points per game, crazy. Assists, rebounds, just the overall talent. 11-time MVP, a 20-time All-Star, an 11-time Defensive Player of the Year, a 2-time champ, 2-time Finals MVP. Now, he did lose to Michael Jordan that one time. So, with the one time they did face, he did lose to Michael Jordan. So, I will say that. First time, he was All-NBA first team 17 times. All-NBA third team once. So, that's interesting. He was All-Defense 17 times, first team. Once on the second team, Rookie of the Year, Rookie first team, beating out MJ. And yeah, I think he was, 2 for 4 in the finals? 2-2. So, 2-2 versus 1-1. LeBron beat him in every category, except when it was head-to-head. He lost against him. But everything else, LeBron beat him in. If we look at the league history, which we can, look at the NBA records, I mean, it goes without saying... that, well, LeBron James, number 1 in points. Field goals made. 3-pointers made, he was number 2. Free throws made, he was number 3. So Michael beat him in that. Rebounding, LeBron was 17th all-time. Assists, he ended up finishing 4th. Blocks, he ended up finishing 4th, which is pretty impressive for a small forward. Steals, number 1 all-time, beat MJ out. Minutes number 1 all time. Turnovers, number 1 all time. So don't want to win that one, but he did. Michael Jordan PPG higher than LeBron's. Because his was at like 26.6. It doesn't show LeBron here because I guess I actually have to sim it a couple seasons for it to show up here. But doesn't really matter. Regardless, in my opinion, I thought LeBron won. But let me know down in the comments who you think had a better career. Was it LeBron James or Michael Jordan? With that being said, let's go to full screen and close the video. So like I said, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. Comment down below who you think had a better career. In my opinion, I thought it ended up being LeBron, but you guys let me know. I wasn't really rooting for anybody. I was rooting for, a competition. And we did get some competition. It was pretty close. Well, no. I think what put it ahead was the fact that LeBron had 11 MVPs and 11 Defensive Player of the Year. MJ had none. And, of course, 2-1 championship. Now, granted, when they played head-to-head, MJ beat LeBron. But, just everything else kind of just LeBron beat him in. And I think, unless MJ won, 8 championships, which he didn't, you really can't make that argument. So I think, in my opinion, it's going to go to LeBron. But let me know who you guys think won down below in the comments. With that being said, I'm going to head on out. Thanks for the idea once again. I loved it. It was great. I mean, it was quite the idea, and I expanded on it a little bit. So hope you guys enjoyed. Take care, everybody. We'll see you soon. Peace.